What's up, everybody? Welcome to Auburndale, Florida. This is a little town in Polk County, and we're going to show you guys some residential neighborhoods that are out here. Polk County has been kind of popular on our channel. People have been requesting that we do more Polk County because of the popularity of the sheriff's office here. Has kind of become an internet sensation here in Florida. So we're just going to explore Polk County and show you guys what the residential neighborhoods look like. So we're just kind of, giving you guys what you want by being back in Auburndale. So this looks really good. Sabrosuras Riqueñas. Seems like a Puerto Rican food truck. Nice. Good. That's good stuff. I've never been disappointed by a Puerto Rican food truck. So we're going to go into some residential neighborhoods and see what it looks like out there. Let's see what it looks like, y'all. Auburndale, Polk County. We're kind of southwest of Orlando, northeast of Tampa, kind of like between somewhere between Tampa and Orlando. And Polk County's been really requested. Everybody's talking about Polk County. And the biggest question that I'm getting from people is that they're under the what do you call it?
What?
They're under the assumption that Polk County, Florida is this crime-free, perfect place.
And Grady, is able to just erase all crime and.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest. I love what the guy does.
Yeah. He's
hilarious, and I by no means criticizing what he's doing, but with this video, that let's push that to the side for now. I'm not talking about what that context of it. My context is it really this safe? I'm the question that my people are asking me, because this YouTube channel is not about sheriffs or whatever. This YouTube channel is about traveling and places, and the question that we're getting a lot on this channel is this really a super safe? Like, people want me to explore, kind of explore this county deeper and see if it's really this like super safe, crime-free place, because people are under the concept, because they watch TV and they've never been to Florida, and they assume that Polk County is just this marvelous place where crime is not existent, but the reality is, I travel all over Florida, and Polk County is probably one of the most, I don't know statistically in numbers and stuff, but I mean, like, hood stuff, environment, it's up there with the big cities, like Hillsborough, or it's, to me, it's just another hood place in Florida. But we're getting the question asked a lot, like, let's go in this residential neighborhood. You see that, we'll see what it's like. You can see a 4-foot fence going all the way out to the road. It's for a playground. That's good. There's a little playground here in this residential community. This house right here's got metal bars in the windows. That house over there had metal bars in the windows. So what we're really targeting on this video is just, this house has metal bars in the windows. Is this really the paradise that people think it is? Because people are under the assumption, based off of what they hear on TV or on YouTube, that this is some marvelous crime-free place, like this is some la land. And in reality, Polk County is a hood. A lot of Polk County is a hood. So what we're doing here today is just showing you guys that it's not this crime-free, like, somehow people are under the impression that this is some just wonderland where there's no crime because they saw a sheriff on the internet saying it's incredible. But in the reality, Polk County is hood like anywhere else in Florida. In fact, more than a lot of places. So we're going to show you guys kind of like the real streets of Polk County. And again, I love the sheriff. I love what he does. He's entertaining, and I think he's one of the best intentioned people you're going to find on the internet. I actually enjoy his I think I might even be subscribed to his channel. So I'm not criticizing the sheriff. When I'm targeting, I want to make that very clear. I'm not criticizing the sheriff. I want you guys to understand that Polk County isn't this fairy tale crime-free land that people are preaching about on the internet. you know, it's a real place, man. It's the real streets of Florida out here. There's poverty, there's crime, and from my experience, Polk County is just as bad as Pasco or any of the other counties that are infamous in Florida, Duval or whatever, you know. Like, this isn't some fairy tale land like they've been putting out there. And on this series, we're going to go through several towns. We're going to go through several towns in Polk County, and just kind of show you guys that it's not this fairy tale place, because somehow that's not what the sheriff is saying either. He's never said Polk County is a safe wonderland. He's never said that. But it's the assumption that people are making based off of, you know what I mean? It's not that he's saying that, because he's not. He's definitely not saying that. Here's the grass is all overgrown stuff. It's like, the sheriff isn't even saying that. It's the assumption people are making. Excuse me. It's the assumption people are making that that's what he's saying, and it's not even what he's saying. But people just kind of draw their own conclusions. And I've never heard the sheriff say it's the safest place in the world. Or it's almost like people hear that and they assume now. And I've seen like 20 comments on my channel in the last month or so where people are telling me that Polk County is the super safe, incredible wonderland, where if they wish they lived in Polk County where it's safe and there's no crime. And I'm sitting there like, I'm sorry, have you ever been to Polk County? Like, no, I've never been there. I live in some other state. I'm like, I go to Polk County all the time, and trust me, the description that you're giving me of Polk County is not the Polk County that I've seen when I've been out here. You know. So I don't want you to misunderstand either what I'm saying or look at it as I'm criticizing the guy. I'm not. That's not even the conversation. The conversation is, we go around America exploring hoods and stuff, and a lot of the work we do is actually debunking myths and stuff, misconceptions people have. And we don't have any type of agenda to make one place look good and another better. We just go out there. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. But if you pay attention here, like, there's these rental units, and you'll see it on this side that they have metal bars on the windows. You know? Crap, that car's flying.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I didn't even see him. Slow down with the door down, buddy. But if you just pay attention, you can kind of see that it's not really that. I'm not sure where people are drawing up this idea that Polk County is this wonderland.
Idealistic society.
Yeah, we're not trying to, like, I mean, I go out there and I give you guys real opinions. And this looks like a hood to me like any other. This could be like an inner city hood in Tampa or Miami or Duval. This is a hood here. You see houses have metal bars in the windows and everything.
This is not a utopian society here. Yeah.
It's a real place like anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pay close attention, it's almost like people want to believe what they want to believe, regardless of facts or anything. People just are running with this idea on the internet that Polk County is this marvelous place. It's like our sheriff in the county we live in, Florida, has just made a statement saying that our county is the 4th safest place in the country right now. And a week later, 5 people got dropped in the county.
Yeah.
There were 5 investigations. The week after he said that, he said, Lee County Sheriff, where we live in Florida, said, oh, blah, 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 we're the 4th safest county in America. And 5 people dropped that same weekend. So it's kind of like, there are 5 investigations were opened for people dropping or attempting to drop somebody. So it's kind of like, sometimes people want to say they're doing an incredible job, but the reality, and the reason I don't care about it, but I get the reason we get involved as a YouTube channel is because our job is to inform people of the reality, so that if they're moving, they're not being, because I moved to Alabama, and there was no videos about Alabama on the internet that told the truth about that place. So I lived a nightmare. So by me being honest,
because you see this place on YouTube, and then you assume, oh, the sheriff's doing a good job, so it must be great.
yeah.
No. It's not a utopian society.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like when we moved to Alabama, there was one guy called Bama Mike. I think he changed his YouTube channel name. Back then, he was called Bama Mike. And that guy said, Montgomery, you can't even go out on the weekends because it's always popping off. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, there's no way that's real. Like, he said it, but it was just one statement. It wasn't like an explanation. It was a statement, you know? But you never know, like, how serious that statement was until you guys live in Montgomery. You're like, yeah, you literally don't go out because crap does go down. You ever wonder, how do tires end up in a residential neighborhood? And then you just go to the tire shop and you have to change a tire?
Yeah.
I've always wondered that. Like, I've never ended up, in my whole life, and I've had all types of vehicles, unless you're doing like a commercial job for something.
What are they, like, changing
how do you even
themselves?
End up, I guess they're changing. How do you even end up with a used tires? Well, that's my question. Because if I have to change my tires, I go to a tire shop.
I'm getting a tire shop and I'm paying the fee to have them get rid of it.
Yeah.
And how much is the tire disposal fee usually?
It's not a lot. Like, if you change a tire, I think they include it in the price of the new tire.
Yeah. It's like, are you so cheap that you want to save what?
$2 or something?
Yeah.
I've always wondered how that happens. But I've always wondered, how do you end up with a because I wouldn't end up with a tire. Like, if I'm buying a new tire, it's gonna end up at the tire shop. It's not gonna end up on the front lawn.
Yeah.
That's odd. Yes, this is the real Polk County, guys. You can see houses boarded up, building boarded up right here, kind of good looking corner stores. Is that a squatted truck? It is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy. Let me get through. Squatted truck right there with a Gators logo on it.
Oh, it's Gator country around here.
Showing enough is, man. Showing enough is. Yeah, I just don't understand how people come up with this. Almost looks like Millbrook, Alabama, where we used to live.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, but I want you guys to understand, it's not like I'm taking a shot at the sheriff. It's not what I'm doing. I'm just clarifying to you guys that not even he said that it's just,
Yeah.
you know, not even he said that.
Yeah. And there's only so much one guy can do.
Yeah, and he's a solid dude. I love his channel. I love his content. I respect what he does. Like, I'm definitely not taking a shot at the dude. What I'm just clarifying is that if you have this idea that Polk County is this wonderland, I don't know where you're getting it from. I mean, even like some of the problems that are most prolific in Florida, this is actually a center for that. Like, Polk County is actually, like, there's a few counties that, you know, they have a problem. Polk County, Pasco County are the places that I would say, if you're moving to Florida, I'd be like, yo, watch out, there's a lot of this problem here.
Or don't move here.
Yeah, like, I would, like, somebody told me, yo, I'm moving to Pasco or Fernando or Pasco, Fernando, Polk, I would straight up tell you, like, hey, you know, there's a lot, like, there's little places here you definitely don't want to end up in. And there's great places too, like anywhere else. But today it's like misinformation is just the order of the day, man. I can't believe how many people have told me, you know, on my channel, like, oh, Polk County is, I want to live in Polk County where it's safe. And I'm just like, really? I'm like, have you ever been to Polk County? I know, I live in California. I'm like, yeah, I live in Florida.
What?
We're in Polk County all the time. I would definitely wouldn't reach the top of my agenda.
No.
You know? And now what's happening is, like, he's an original dude. Like, that's his personality. That's what he is.
Yeah.
But now you got all these other people in other counties that are trying to imitate him. And trying to, like, whatever he's doing, they're trying to pretend like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they want to be him now. So then they're doing the same thing. Like, they're making these bold statements that their counties are super safe places. And people see it, they believe it, and they're being misled.
Yeah.
You know. All right, y'all. That's a tour of Auburndale, and this is the inner city side of it. We also did another video showing like the country hood, so you're getting a little bit of taste of both.